ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Ready, break. 52. Rock it.
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Go. Check. Ready.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Now Gallman. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hatchet. Check 24.
Squeeze. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first. Down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Down. 10 Lobo.
45. Bring it.
Hey, Wahoo. Leo. Yep.
Go.
Now.
Jones on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Matchbox lights. Get it.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Locke. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, Barber. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 7 yards to go.
Here we go, set, 50, plant.
Go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Mike, 50 cent. Tight end's on the loosey. Tight end's on the loosey. Tight end's on the loosey.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the run. They're running it.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Look at me, zipper.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called out a return of 38. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Back at the 42.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Switch it. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
From the gun, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check, check.
Go, go. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Break.
52, Mike, 52. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Alpha. X3. 218. Chop.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Ready, ready. Turn 2 stop.
Watch Mike, watch Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's
Recon. 132 fighter.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 16. Lock. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, a nice spin. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a give running right, Barber. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Topper. Fight.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Closest now to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that well, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Look at me. Door.
Check. Fresno.
This is Gallman. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Gallman will run it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Zoo.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
Zoo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15 now.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 43.
Weapon.
57. Let's go, D. 57 to Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Set, go. Lead grip.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st down, Locke buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke looking downfield for Godwin, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Locke going to try and throw on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Let's go. 50, plant.
52 right here. 52. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with a sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. On third and long, it's Locke. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Jones now off the play fake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Wayne Goldman, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Locke now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Hey. Hey, check motion man. General West.
Get hands 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, high 7. But go.
Now Locke. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36.
Smooth. Ready.
Locke now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Rock it. Shoot.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
Five.
Key 8. 45.
Go.
It's been a long day for you. No. Off.
Look. Squeeze.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
45. Check mark 45. And here we go. Watch the pass.
61. Snap.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Alert 3. Pick the edge. Go.
Hey, Jet.
Check.
Lead grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Get it.
Jones operating from the gun. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Noah Spence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic. I don't think you got
Leo. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Clock now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jones, from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Jones now to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Barber. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Here's Locke to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will get him one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Now a handoff looking right.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Check 45 somebody. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Go. Hey, lock it.
Watch the whip.
Let's go now.
Jones, off play action. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Go.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
2nd and 1. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
One final try for Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.